honorable guests, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. In front of you, I'm a class 7 graduate, ready to present about democracy. Democracy is a form of government that draws its legitimate from people and function for the people. This system considers the decision of majority as a guide to government policies and decisions. Signification of democracy. Democracy has got many advantages. The first advantage, it emphasizes the provision of human rights and it demands the truth and transparency. The second advantage is freedom. There are so many types of freedom. For example, freedom of expression, freedom of worship, freedom of movement, and freedom to collaborate. The third advantage is that democracy enhances for speech among leaders. Lastly, but not least, in a democratic government, powers are divided into 3 pillars, which are judicial, legislature, and executive. The role play of democracy, of political parties in democracy. Political party refer to an organized group of people who share the same faithful or ideology. Note that in order to maintain democracy in a country, political parties should hold a meeting in order to advocate their policies and make sure that the government provides its obligation to the citizen. Constitution of the United Republic of Tanzania. Constitution is a set of rules, laws and regulations that govern a nation, association or a group of people. The Constitution of the United Republic of Tanzania of 1977, it has got 10 chapters. Chapter 1, it describes the United Republic, political parties and the people. Chapter 2, it describes the executive of the United Republic of Tanzania. Chapter 3, it describes the legislature of the United Republic of Tanzania. Chapter 4, it describes the Revolutionary Council of Zanzibar and the President of Zanzibar. Chapter 5, it describes the dispersion of justice among the citizens of the United Republic of Tanzania. Chapter 6, it describes the Commission of Human Rights and Good Governance. Chapter 7, it describes the provision of finance among the citizens of the United Republic of Tanzania. Chapter 8, it describes public authorities. Chapter 9, it describes armed forces. Chapter 10, it describes miscellaneous provision. Thank you.
Very nice. Very, very nice. Thank you. SST.
Honorable guests, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, in front of you are class 7 graduate at Nospa English Medium School, ready to present a speech about layers of the atmosphere.
Atmosphere is the layer of various gases surrounding the Earth's surface. Atmosphere is divided into 4 major layers, which are troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, and thermosphere. Troposphere. This is the lower layer of the atmosphere from the Earth's surface. Its height is estimated between 0 to 10 kilometers. All human beings and other living things live in this layer. All human being activities take place in this layer. In troposphere, the temperature decreases as the height increases. Stratosphere, it is found between troposphere and mesosphere. Its height is estimated between 10 to 50 kilometers. There, passengers and cargo planes fly in the lower part of this layer when there is heavy clouds in troposphere. Also, the ozone layer is found in this layer.
Mesosphere. Mesosphere, this is the layer that is found above the stratosphere. Its height is estimated between 50 to 85 kilometers. It is the hottest layer. In mesosphere, temperature decreases as the altitude increases about -90 degrees centigrade. Thermosphere. Thermosphere, this is the highest atmospheric layer. This layer is found above the mesopause. Its height is estimated between 85 to 1,000 kilometers. It is the hottest layer. Also, this layer, radio waves reflects, so it is very important layer for communication. Thank you.
Thank you. Wilkista.
Honorable guests, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, in front of you I am Class 7 graduate ready to present about obeying laws and regulation. My name is Wilkista Yusuf. Laws are the basic principles that govern a certain decision and all performance of a certain function. Laws are enacted to ensure peace, love, security, happiness, and joy in the society. Principles of rule of law. Respecting human rights, example, natural rights, protected, loved, cared, education, health, food, and respected. Social rights, economic rights, cultural rights, political rights. Agencies used to protect human rights, judiciary, parliament, PCCB, CHRGG. The State Security Agency used to protect human rights, TPDF, it was formed in 1964. Tanzanian Intelligence Security Services, it was formed in 1996. The prison, it was formed in 1931. The police force, it was formed in 1919. Encouraging the society to obey laws and regulation. Encouragement is the way of giving someone support, confidence, or hope in doing something. Disadvantage of obeying laws and regulation. Violation of human rights, moral erosion, conflict, misunderstanding. Evaluating the society to obey laws and regulation. Evaluation is a way of judging value of something. Evaluation has helped our country, Tanzania, to obey laws and regulation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, Elisha. Yep.
Honorable guests, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, in front of you, I'm Class 7 graduates, ready to present my speech. My speech is about cell. Cell is the smallest unit of life. There are two types of cell, which are animal cell and plant cell. Animal cell consists of cytoplasm, cell membrane, nucleus, and cell vacuole. Plant cell consists of cell wall, cell membrane, chloroplast, nucleus, cytoplasm, and cell vacuole. Functions of both animal cell and plant cell. Cell wall. Cell wall, it protects the inner part of the plant cell. Cell membrane. Cell membrane is to protect the body. Chloroplast, it makes chlorophyll. Nucleus, it coordinates all activities. Cytoplasm, it stores food for nucleus. Cell membrane, cell wall, it protects the inner part of the plant cell. Cell vacuole, it allows air to pass. Difference between animal cell and plant cell. Plant cell has chloroplast, but animal cell has no chloroplast. Plant cell has cell wall, but animal cell has no cell wall. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Skeletal system.
Honorable guests, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, in front of you, we are the pupils from Class 7 graduate, ready to present to you about skeleton system. My name is Roda John. My name is Margaret Lucas. Skeleton system is the framework of tissue supporting human or organism body. The human or mammalian skeleton consists of the four main parts, which are ribs, iris, skull, and the vertebral column. This system, it consists of 270 bones by birth, which decreases 206 bones by adulthood. This makes 206 bones of adult human being. This system is made up of bones and cartilage. It is made up of separate units which are joined together at the point with two units which are called joints.
Types of skeleton. There are three types of skeleton, which are hydrostatic skeleton, exoskeleton, and endoskeleton. Hydrostatic skeleton. This is the type of skeleton which is found in soft bodies animals. The body tube is filled with a fluid which produces pressure when muscles contract, bringing about movement. For example of these animals is earthworm. Exoskeleton. This is the type of skeleton which is found outside of the body of an organism, which typically involves arthropods such as insects. Endoskeleton. This is the framework of bones and tissues surrounded by muscles which relax and contract, bringing about movement. Parts of the human skeleton system. There are two parts of the human skeleton system, which are axial skeleton and appendicular skeleton. Axial skeleton consists of four main parts, which are the skull, the vertebral, the rib cage, and the sternum.
The skull is made up of small bones which are joined together called cranium. They are made up of irregular edges called sutures, which are removable joints. Each acts as the box, enclosing and protecting the brain, inner ear, eyes, and the nose. It consists of the upper and lower jaw, or the bones of the teeth. The main function of the skull is to protect the brain, olfactory organs, inner and middle ear, eyes, and the nose.
The sternum and the rib cage. The skull is composed of the bones of the sternum and ribs. These bones form the thoracic cage, which encloses the thoracic cavity, protecting the heart, lungs, and the major blood vessels. It is composed of 12 pairs of ribs, which are joined together to the thoracic vertebrae at the back and sternum at the front. The last two ribs joined at the sternum are called floating ribs. This arrangement helps the protective cage bone to be formed, which encloses the heart and lungs. The ribs are associated to the axial skeleton. The sternum is composed of the small bones called vertebrae. The vertebrae forms the part of the rib cage and provides the surface of attachment for ribs.
Vertebral column, it is the main axis of the body. It consists of 33 small bones which are joined together called vertebrae. Between the two adjacent, there is a cartilage known as vertebral disc. It acts as the shock absorber to reduce friction. The main function of the vertebral column is to protect the body and the spinal cord. It consists of the 5 main parts, which are cervical, thoracic, lumbar, fascial, and cardiac.
Generally, the axial skeleton is composed of 8 bones. The appendicular skeleton, it is composed of the appendage limbs, which are joined together to the axial skeleton. Types of limbs. There are 2 types of limbs, which are forelimbs and hindlimbs. Forelimbs. These are the type of limbs which are joined together to the axial skeleton and interior parts of the body. Forelimbs include carpals, metacarpals, pharyngeals, humerus, ulna, and radius.
Hindlimbs are attached to the axial skeleton of the human body. It consists of pelvic girdles, femur, metatarsus, tarsus, and phalanges. There are 2 types of joints, which are immovable joints and movable joints.
Fixed or immovable joints. These are the type of joints which do not allow the movement of bones. Movable joints. These are the type of joints which allows the movement of bones. For example, shoulder joints.
There are 3 types of muscles, which are cardiac muscle, smooth muscle, and skeletal muscle. The main function of the skeleton is help in locomotion, it helps in protection, it stores minerals such as calcium and phosphorus.
Different terms. Bone. This is a hard, tough, connective tissue composed of minerals such as salt, calcium, and phosphorus. Cartilage. These are the small bones found in the trachea, ear, nose, and at the end of the bone, especially at the joint to reduce friction. Ligament. These are the bulbous tissue which help to join one bone and another. Also, ligaments are elastic to allow movement at a joint. Tendons. These are the tough connective tissues which help a bone to join itself to a muscle. Joint. This is the place where bones meet together. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. Blood circulatory.
Honorable guests, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, before you are class 7 graduates from Nospa English Medium School, ready to present about blood circulatory system. My name is Helen Amos Lungu. My name is Helen Malcolm Pig. Blood circulatory system. This is the system that transports blood, nutrients, and waste products in the body. Parts of human blood circulatory system. The system is made up of heart, blood, and blood vessels. Each part has specific function for the proper functioning of the system. Blood. Blood is a fluid tissue which is made up of plasma, red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. Note that the largest part of blood is plasma, which makes 55% of all blood volume. Plasma. Plasma is a blood fluid containing water and other substances such as nutrients, antibodies, and dissolved salts. The role of plasma is to transport hormone, nutrients, and protein to other parts of the body where they are needed. Plasma also collects waste from the cells and maintains body temperature. It contains protein that help the blood to clot upon injury. It also contains antibodies that help to fight against disease-causing organisms. Red blood cells. These are biconcave cells which lack nucleus. Red blood cells carry pigment called hemoglobin. Hemoglobin has iron molecules. The function of hemoglobin is to give blood its red color. Red blood cells are formed in bone marrow. The main function of red blood cells is to transport oxygen and carbon dioxide in the body. White blood cells. White blood cells. These cells have irregular shape and are capable for changing their shapes. They are formed in bone marrow and lymph nodes. The function of white blood cells is to protect the body against disease-causing organisms. Platelets. Platelets are small blood cells which lack nucleus and are formed in bone marrow. The function of platelets is to prevent the bleeding when the blood vessels are damaged. The heart. As you can see here, my dear parents, in the heart table, this is the mammalian heart. The heart is the muscular organ located on the chest on the left-hand side of the human body. Or in other definition, the heart is the central pumping station of the transport system in mammals. The main function of the heart is to pump blood passing through it to other parts of the body. Each side of the heart has two chambers, the upper chambers and the lower chambers. The upper chambers are called atria and the lower chambers are called ventricles. Therefore, the heart consists of right atria, left atria, right ventricle, and left ventricle. Between the atria and ventricles, there are valves. There are 4 main valves in the heart. 2 of these valves are found in large blood vessels called aorta and pulmonary artery connect to the heart. How the heart pumps the blood. Heart chambers contract and relax. In turns, when ventricles relax, atria contracts. Similarly, when ventricles contract, atria relaxes. The contraction and relaxation of atria and ventricles produces heartbeats. The heartbeat causes the pumping of blood from the heart through blood vessels. The average pulse rate of the heart is 70 beats per minute. The heartbeat ensures the continuous circulation of the blood through the body. When the atria contracts, the valves found between atria and ventricles open, then blood is pumped to the ventricles. When the ventricles contract, The valves found between atria and ventricles closest to prevent the backflow of the blood back to the atria. Contraction of the left ventricle causes the pumping of the blood to all parts of the body through aorta. Furthermore, contraction of the right ventricle causes the pumping of the blood to all parts to the lungs through pulmonary artery. Valves connecting left atria and thus connecting left ventricle prevent the backflow of the blood back to the atria. Importance of blood circulatory system. Distribution and regulation of body temperature, blood clotting, body defense, transportation of food, transportation of gases, transportation of waste products.
Disorders of blood circulatory system. There are three main disorders of blood circulatory system, namely leukemia, blood pressure, and anemia. Thank you.
Thank you. Nervous system.
Honorable guests, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, in front of you are class 7 graduates ready to present about nervous system. My name is Nabra Maulid Faida.
My name is Pili Suleiman. Nervous system is a communication network which connects all organs in the body. The human nervous system consists of two main parts, which are central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. Central nervous system is made up of brain and spinal cord or vertebral column. Peripheral nervous system is made up of nerves. Nerves are small vein networks which are spread all over the body. Its function is to carry information from different parts of the body to the spinal cord, which also take information to the brain. Nerves also connect sensory organ with central nervous system. These sensory organs include eyes, ears, tongue, skin, and brain. Organ of nerve cell or neuron, sensor nerve, motor nerve, and relay nerve. Sensor nerve, its function is to carry information from different parts of the body to the central nervous system. Motor nerve, its function is to carry information from central nervous system to the different parts of the body. Relay nerve, its function is to carry information, it is to connect motor nerve with sensor nerve, parts of the neuron, axon, dendrites, nucleus, terminal axon, and the cell body. Function of axon, its function is to connect cell body with an organ. Function of terminal axon, its function is to take information from the cell body to the different parts of the body. Function of dendrites, its function is to take information from different parts of the body to the cell body. This nervous system can experience various diseases, include leprosy, epilepsy, polio, and high blood pressure.
Brain. As you see here, my fellow pupils, parents, and high table. This is the brain, the human brain. These are the part of the brain. Brain is the largest and the most important part of the central nervous system. Due to its importance, it is covered with a hard cover called the skull. The brain has 100 billion nerves or neurons. Function of the brain. The function of the brain is to inform the body what is happening in its surrounding, to coordinate various activities like remembering. There are three main parts of the brain, which are cerebrum, cerebellum, and medulla oblongata. The function of cerebrum is to control sensory organs activities like hearing, smelling, tasting, and vision. And also, cerebellum can make decisions. Cerebellum. The function of cerebellum is to keep the body in balance, to control muscle movement, and to control voluntary actions like walking, praying, picking something, running, jumping. Medulla oblongata. The function of medulla oblongata is to control involuntary actions like heartbeat, breathing, vomiting, and sneezing. Caring of the nerve system. The nerve system can be cared by the following points. Eating balanced diet, especially food rich in vitamin A. Taking a jog or running or physical exercise. And also, you need to sleep 8 hours in order the nerve system to function well. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Continue.
Honorable guests, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, in front of you, I'm a standard 7 graduate here to present for you about excretion. My name is Kudra Charles. Excretion is the removal of unwanted material from the body. The human excretory system consists of 4 major organs, which are liver, lungs, skin, and kidney. The kidney is a bean-shaped organ found behind the stomach. Function of the kidney is to filter the blood which contains waste product. Each kidney has a blood vessel known as renal artery. Renal artery takes the blood from the heart to the kidney. Also, kidney has blood vessel known as renal vein. Renal vein removes the blood from the heart through a blood vessel known as vena cava. The lungs is the part of organ that form a respiratory system. Waste product moved by lung through breathing are carbon dioxide and water in form of vapors. Also, human being breathe in oxygen, which is transported to the cell body. From the cell body is transported to the alveoli to break down food in order to release energy. The skin is the largest organ that covers the whole body. The skin has 2 major parts, which are outer part and inner part. Outer part consists of the protective layer and pigment layer. Inner part consists of fatty tissues, blood vessels, and nerves. Waste products moved by skin are sweat. Sweat is a mix of different waste products such as water, small amount of urea, and uric acid. Important of excretory system. It helps in regulating the balance of salt and water. It helps in moving harmful products in the body. Thank you.